The tools that you need today are some fondant or gum paste. I would normally be using white, but I found this is easier to see on camera. You need to get a hydrangea silicone mold, otherwise with that you can't make it. And you need a little cutter hydrangea that comes with it. I've just got a regular rolling pin, and I have my pokey stick. That's good for poking. Anyway, let's get started. So I've already worked this up nice and well, so it's nice and pliable. So normally when, and I have some cornstarch down so it doesn't stick. Normally when I'm cutting things out of fondant or using cookie cutters, whatnot, I make it fairly thin, but I find as you're putting this in the mold and that you'll be kind of squishing it, it's going to get thinned out even more. So I'm going to make this a little thicker than what I usually do. So I'm just working with a little bit. So that's pretty good right there. Now generally people will tell you that you need to use gum paste, that you can't use fondant. I disagree. I think fondant, it may not be as thin as you like it, or it may not dry, well not dry, but not become as hard, but honestly it still works. It's fine. And then you can eat it. Like with gum paste, lots of people don't like to eat gum paste. With fondant, you definitely can. So that's why I like using fondant. So as you can see, I cut it out right here. I'm gonna leave it in there. As you can tell, this will be easier just for plopping it on my mold. So I'm gonna put it right there. Get my pokey stick. So I don't have to put my fingers in there. Okay. Doesn't have to be perfect. That's what I like about this. Just kind of, try to get it in the center. What I love about investing in a mold like this is that if you have to make like 100 cupcakes and you need 100 of these, this makes life a lot easier. So here's my mold here. I don't know if you can tell. I put a little dot right here, and this has a corresponding dot. So that way you just know this is the side that lines up. So I'm going to put it, line it up. In the center and squeeze it just like a sandwich. I'm not going to squeeze it all the way because that's going to thin it out way too much, and as this is fondant it won't handle that as well. So I'm just going to give it a nice squeeze, even squeeze all the way around. Try to get the edges. Okay, so let's see. Ooh, pretty. There's a camera. Nice. This one worked out really nice. So now I have a little mold here that I'm using for drying. So you can see with the white ones, you can't really see them as well. There's a purple one that I already made. So now I'm just going to use my pokey stick and gently lift it out. If there's an actual name for this, someone could tell me so I don't keep calling it the pokey stick. And gently lift it. I did put some cornstarch on this mold already, so it would come out a little easier. But this is really nice. It's coming out nicely. Okay. Just be nice and gentle. What's great about fondant, if you do mess up, you can just roll back in the bowl and start again. So I'm going to put this in here. And I'm going to let all of these dry at least overnight. Well, let's see. At the end of the day, they may be okay. But overnight, 2 days, the longer you leave them, the harder they'll get. They'll never get super hard like gum paste, so that's fine. This is the first one that I made, and you can already see that even by touching it, it continues to keep its shape, which is very nice. And that is all there is to it. I would definitely invest in one of these if you want to get flowers. This one cost me, I think altogether it was like $25. So that may seem like a lot, but in order to make pretty flowers so easily and so fast, I definitely think it's worth it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Okay, bye.